Good evening and welcome to the second episode of this SimAirport series following the release of the full game. In this episode, following on from yesterday, a bit of a last minute plan to do this, so thank you if you are going to be able to join me live. If not, you'll obviously be able to catch it on demand, and if you are watching on YouTube or on Twitch on demand, then welcome along, and I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. As I say, we're following on from yesterday, where we started to build our new airport in the fully released version of the game, playing in career mode. We've got our airport up and running. We have 2 gates that are working at the moment. I'll just pause it for now so we can have a quick look around. So we've got 2 working gates, and we have flights scheduled for those gates all the way through the day. And this will be really our first day of running with all those gates open. We've done what we can to make sure there's plenty of information around for people. We'll put a bit more in here, I think, once we've got the cash. And beautification or attractiveness of the airport is very good at the moment as well. So really what we're looking to do today is expand the airport into this area and open up the 3rd gate and get even more flights in, and then see if we can turn some cash. So we will crack on. Obviously, if there's any issues with volume, please do let me know. I know yesterday's stream was very, very quiet, but hopefully I've sorted that out today. So fingers crossed you can hear what's going on, but let me know if not. So first of all, we will put some floor down in this area. I want to put the floor down first, because otherwise if I open this up, the negative impact of this area is going to start hitting here straight away. So floors, we use this nice green carpet in our departure areas, which is what this will obviously be, and then we will go ahead and knock that. Well, no, actually we'll let the builders start work on that. I'm going to put it to sort of medium speed so we can see the flights coming and going without it being too crazy, but it will hopefully move things along at a reasonable pace. So I do love the fact that builders could just walk through the wall. It's really helpful, and I genuinely mean that. It makes life a lot easier, particularly when we're trying to keep zones secure. Interesting choice of some packs there, just walking through the male toilet from the pickup zone. Here we go, some more doing it. I don't know quite where they come. That's staff, I think. Yeah, that's the garbage man. But we do have some staff there cutting through. That will obviously be resolved when we have a slightly bigger airport. I don't have to worry about that. See, I've got some planning lines still there for some reason, so we'll clear those out. Going to need to prioritise putting some benches in here as well. But let's go ahead and get that information that I was talking about sorted in this area. We don't want to be in a situation where people do miss flights. Let's see if this might be a better choice. No, I think 2 of these is cheaper and do a better job anyway. In this area though, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I'll wait till we've got our benches in before we worry too much about that. I think let's get on and knock that wall down now. Place that. There we go. Let's have a look at the beauty over there. So at least that's not the only red bit there is where we can put the carpet down, which is much better than it would have been. And we need our door here. Gate desk. And we'll put in a queue now whilst we're here. There we go. I'm not too worried about it being tied to the wall of this stage because we're going to expand in this area later on. Let's get the decor sorted. I do like my decorative trees, as you'll have seen if you saw yesterday's stream. That should cover that area quite nicely. And then we need some benches. So, we'll do a couple of benches looking out this way. Then we'll have a look at the information again. We need info, like display info. So yeah, I think we put one here, and for no particular reason, one down here. Just because I want to. Then we want a couple of bins, because we like to keep the place tidy. Against the wall there. Then we need to assign this to here. And we need to assign that to the queue. So the passengers know where they're going and everyone knows what they're doing. And then we need the staff. So it's just one extra gate staff. Sorry, general staff, whatever you call them. Get rid of that. So we have a pretty airport with good information, plenty of working toilets. We should have happy passengers. And now we need to schedule some aircraft here. I'm not going to go crazy on this gate because we do have limitations here around ticketing and security. We should be okay to have it reasonably full, but we need to make sure we definitely don't have any close calls or overlaps with aircraft, just to make sure things are reasonably comfortable. I'm going to pause it as well because we're just before midnight. If I get them scheduled now, with a bit of luck, tomorrow all of the aircraft will run. So we're looking, here we go, gate 4. So still want to make sure we can take small flights. Now we started doing some Lernyville, so we'll carry on with those guys because they have smallish planes. We'll just take the Bombardiers, which are a maximum of 90 passengers, so it'll keep us fairly comfortable on this gate. So we should be able to fit in 2 morning flights, I think. We'll take 2 of those, we'll put them in to see what that looks like. Same thing as ever, we'll have a half-hour gap. That does remember the only problem with that is we might have a slight clash with departure and takeoff, but given that these are nice long gaps, these guys should be gone well before this plane's ready to land, and if not, it still shouldn't be late. It should have plenty of time, so we'll see how we go. In fact, what I might do is just have a slight overlap like that on these guys, so that's still 10, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll have that slight overlap, so we have a bit of time to play with. But see, that does mean we can only get 2 in the morning. Let's have a look at afternoon flights. We'll go with 2 for now again. DQ 8, another dash 8. We'll do the same. 10, 20, 30 minutes. It looks like we can 20, 30. I'm not quite sure where that's going to be. We'll try a night flight because I think that's just flicked into nights and they've only got beaches. So who else have we got? We've got Aerotime and Pacific we're working with as well. So no, we don't have any more flights for Aerotime or Pacific by the look of it in this small category. Just make sure I'm not being daft here. Oh, here we go, area time. Yeah, area time Pacific don't have anything that we can take, so we're going to have to try and work with Valleyville. Just means we'll have a couple of small flights in the evening, which isn't necessarily a bad thing when the airport's quietening down, so we'll take one to start with. Go away. So my concern was that's 10, 20, 30. Oh no, okay, so we do have room for another afternoon flight, that's fine, so we'll chuck that there for now. I was looking at completely the wrong line there. There we go. Another afternoon flight. Get rid of that. Yeah, that works out quite nicely. And this one's going to overlap here. Alright, that's parallel, yeah, that's one over. And then the last, if we do put another one in, it should be alright actually. Yeah, we can get one more of those in. It's going to be another beach, unfortunately, which is maximum of 20 passengers, but 20 is better than nothing. They're still paying their fees. Oh, I've got to schedule that. 10, 20, 30. That works out alright. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we'll run it on. Well, we'll see. Let's see what the schedule shows now for today. Tomorrow even. Yeah, we have flights on all gates, so we'll have quite a lot there. Excellent. Right, let's run it on and see how we do. So it'll be a bit of a trial day, and we should have got our. We'll see when we go over to midnight. We'll see if we got our bonus for the first day of having flights, making sure every flight left on time and every flight left with passengers. It's always a bonus. Here we go. We're after midnight. So P&L, perfect ops bonus. Day 4, yes, we qualified. So there we go. We get $200 per flight. We get 6 flights, $1,200. So that's very good indeed. Doesn't get paid until about 6 AM, I don't think, but that's still good. So let's have a look at our. Oh, we can't see our P&L yesterday yet. So that's another job we do need to do today, is get the CFO in, which means building our offices, and we're going to put them in this space here because we might as well. It's not going to be used for anything else. It's nice and easy for them to access. They get access to the offices, we give them access to the terminal as well. Give them a little crossing so they can get in and out. That should work quite nicely actually. We'll have doors here somewhere. So let's have a look at what we can get in there with the planning tool whilst we're waiting around. We can fit in 15 wide. That's good. Let's go here, 15 wide by 20. So that's pretty good space for the offices. And obviously we can have them on multiple levels as well. So this should work well. We'll put in a door, in a double door here, I think, for them. So offices we need to be 4x4. So and we need to put a maintenance room in here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4 will be there. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be there. So that leaves a ridiculously small space, 3 wide. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 and a gap there, and that'll give us an access corridor. 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have a little corridor in here. This will be corridor space as well. We have 4x4 offices. Nice. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 3 wide there, so this could be a conference room down the end when we get to those, which will hopefully happen fairly soon. Walls. And we'll probably do the same down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Across there. And that'll leave us with another decent sized conference room at the end, or another office. Let's go with a another. Or should we have a waiting area here? We might do that. No, we'll do offices. We'll do the waiting area upstairs. What we might do is just make that the maintenance room. It's bigger than it needs to be, but it might be alright for now. So we'll probably just try and just use that area to start with. Give us 2 offices and the maintenance room. See what it would cost. Oh, 67. Yeah, we'll do that now. That's pretty good. There we go. We'll whack the doorways in for those right away. All the way there. All the way there. All the way there. And we're going to zone offices. Offices. There. Maintenance down here. It's definitely worth getting the maintenance room in early. Doesn't really need to be this big, to be honest, but that's how big does it need to be? 5 by 5. Well, that okay. Well, that 25. I think. Get a lot of alerts here. Okay, let's see how these guys are doing with the aircraft. These are first 2 in? I think they are. Oh, wrong thing. So yeah, half an hour early. Both arrived half an hour early. Not joined until 8:30. This one's arrived an hour and a half. Well, sorry, half an hour early. So I'm more than half an hour early. It looks like we're going to be turned around in plenty of time, which is really good. That one's nearly fully boarded. Gate 3. Yeah, he's good. So he's off at 7:39 versus 8 o'clock, so 20 minutes early. No problem. Oh, sorry, 7:39 versus 8 o'clock. Next one's in. Getting about half an hour early. So far so good, and these are all decent sized flights. And they've not got huge PAX numbers, but they're the bigger aircraft, so we're doing okay with that. Security's a little bit icky. That security is very icky. In fact, I'm going to change that queue. Assign to. I'm going to allow coach in there as well. Same with this one, otherwise it's going to get out of hand. And allow first class on flight crew in that one too. Yeah, that was not optimal. We might have to do a bit of a quick expansion. This area is absolutely fine. We never know. No real hold-ups here. But this is a problem. So yeah, we're going to have to expand security. That was a quick overnight job tonight. We'll see how we do with the flights today. I'm not short on stealth or anything right now. No, we're just why are these people unhappy? Are they late or something? Why are they being turned away? Oh, they're all going through now, okay. Oh, you're being sent back. Why are you being sent back? Oh, this could be a problem. I've got 44 missed departures, that is not good. Yeah, okay. We late. He went late. He went very late with not enough people. Yeah, we've got some problems. We are not getting our bonus today. However, it's only the second day, so it was like it was a lot of money anyway. Right, let's sort these rooms out. We've got the doorways in. We just need to get the walls in. Let's get rid of the planning so we can see what's going on. Yeah, there we go. The walls. There. Floors. Just put in a basic floor in the maintenance area. Doesn't need to do anything special. And then we'll put in a sort of beige carpet. Carpet, to be honest, isn't it? Help us with the centre offices. We need an office desk. Rotate it like it that way around, so they're facing me. We need the decorative tree. And a bin in each office. We're tidy. We also have a bin in the maintenance room just for the hell of it, and we need like, I think it's a maintenance trolley or a cart, I'm not sure. Could be toolbox. So this allows the guys to do their maintenance work basically. We'll put in 2 of those. I think each one allows like up to 5 builders to do maintenance work. We've got 6 builders, so we'll have 2 trolleys. Let's see how we get on. Why are you still not happy of this? No, it's just you need your desk in there, but I'm not sure. Right, how are we getting on with these flights now? Still a problem. Their security is screwed. Right. We're going to have to do this extension sooner than I wanted. We'll come out from here. And we'll make it big enough that we can sort of rearrange this whole area really. We might as well do this seeing as we've messed ourselves up, or I've messed us up. I don't know about we. It's a bit harsh, you guys haven't done anything. Right. I think that was 33,000. Let's make that impossible. Oh no, cancel contract. Okay, oh that was stupid. That was not what I meant to do there. Right, foundation problem here. This would at least be free, he says. Yeah, that'll do. In fact, why would we not take it right up to there? We would, wouldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that built. Right, what is wrong with maintenance? Requirements not met. Minimum size 5x5. Oh, do you know what? I should have known that was going to be a problem. Offices are okay. Just looks a little bit the same. Damn it. All we've got to do though is... Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's got to be like that, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. In fact, we have to go. Oh, might as well just go all the way to the end for the hell of it. We do that. It was free again because we got all of the spare material from when I dragged off like a lunatic. Never mind. That fence line's still joined. Yes, it is. Good. Yes, I think it is. Can't put anything else there, can I? No, it's joined up, good, okay. I do not want to end up with an airport that is not secure. Will cause problems. Where are all these plans going? See, this is the issue with doing this building across the fence line. We have majorly compromised security. See, this is all not secure at the moment. So that's going to be causing us even more problems. Yeah, no gates were functional. Wow. We are going to have had a bad day today. Cancel the aircraft. Oh dear. We are not going to be loved. Right, that should now. Yeah, that is now secure. Okay, good. Right, this wall is coming down. Don't care about things looking like nice right now. We can mess this up. I mess this up so quickly. Why am I looking at that? There we go. Put that back to there. Even managed to trap some passengers. Oh, wonderful. Okay. You are absolutely mad, aren't you? Jeez. They're going to be stuck there forever. I think. I've somehow managed to trap them. I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to build a little fence around like that and then open this up. It's the only way I'm going to get them out. Hopefully they'll stay in there whilst that's being built. Right, secure zone, security. So this is going to be security. Very short term. ID checks. Everyone does it search for ID, but it's ID checks now. Sticky there. I have to move that guy. I think that's not helping. Security. Let's prioritize that. Queue in. I think I should have done one queue and shared it for all of the ID stand. I'm not quite sure what this is the most efficient way of doing this. I'll find out. See what it does tomorrow. So yeah, I got caught out quite a bit there, which is odd. Obviously my own fault. Right, let's doorway. Clear this up. So I just clear out a bit of wall there that I didn't think I might have. Okay. Let's go back to that floor. Floor 1. There we go. Right. Now we're not in a great position for cash. However, we should now be sorted from a security point of view. If 3 isn't enough, then we've got the space now to do a proper job on it. We do need to make it look a bit pretty, I imagine. We've got an information here, we've got an information issue and a prettiness issue. So let's get the large light display in here. At the back there, that'll do. And then we can expand without being in the way. And then the decorative tree. There it is. We don't need many of them. In fact, one in each corner would do the job, I think. There we go, get it out of the way. So that gets on. Where's the other one? Perfect. Right, we've still got the information, we've still got the beauty. And to be fair, despite delays, cancellation, right, we need to let these guys out. Crap. I knew I'd forgotten something. Release us. Thinking, that's still going down. Why is it going down? Because two guys were literally stuck in there all afternoon. However, we've gone from 50% to 79% over in one day, there or thereabouts, despite having had an absolute disaster. If we have a look at the perfect ops bonus for yesterday, it's a no, because 198 passengers missed flights, 4 flights were delayed and 2 were cancelled. Now that might affect our flight planner because those no, they've kept the flights, so there's obviously always a risk there. If companies cancel a flight, they might decide to cancel it permanently, but they've all kept their flights in the schedule. So, wow, okay, that's good. And Lernyville's still our lowest rank, I think, at 53, which is okay. Pacific are up here at 57, Aerotime 57. I think they're the only 3 airlines we're using. Yeah, they are, which is good because we don't want too many when it comes to having to do negotiations and stuff. They start demanding individual gates and all sorts of nonsense, and we need to make sure that we can satisfy those requirements. So I'm going to let the day run through, keep an eye on things. I'll go quiet for a bit. I need to get a drink, but I'll leave it so you guys can see what's going on. In fact, if I put the schedule up, you'll be able to see how we're running whilst I get a quick drink and sort myself out. Back in a minute. Okay, that's better. I'm back and refreshed, and it looks like we're running pretty well today. So I did spot a couple of little things though that need to be sorted. So we still have a bit of congestion around here, more so than I'd like, and it looks like it's the body scanners that are causing most of the problem. So to be on the safe side though, just in case it's a bag scanner, so I'm going to put one more of each up here. The body scanner, and we'll put it facing the right way. Stick that over here, and baggage scanner, put going that way. Where should we have it? Let's have it up there. And we'll put in the 2 extra security stuff we need for that. Isn't really helping our finances, but okay. The other problem I've noticed here is this. I didn't, for some reason, I didn't put carpet down here, and then ticket things aren't in the ticketing zone. I don't think that's a major problem, but I'm going to mark it correctly anyway, just in case. So that will become part of ticketing, if it's not already. And floor. Where's my nice bright blue carpet? There we go. That's not really a major problem, but I'd rather it looked a bit tidier. It looks like the construction guys are doing an okay job with the baggage, so we still have guys spare to do construction, so we're managing that alright. So let's just see if this makes us profitable today. What we do need to do is hire the COA, because without the COA we're not going to know if we're making money or not. So there's the COA. It's 12.5 grand. Yeah, let's do it. 450 an hour. It's a lot of money, but he unlocks a lot of good stuff for us. So once he's taken up his office, we'll be able to look at some numbers and see how we're getting on. We had about 20 grand at the start of the day. We have spent quite a bit on construction though today, so I think we're probably going to be alright. We'll see. Vending machine's not making any money. These are making a fortune. Yeah, arriving passengers don't seem to be hungry or thirsty for some reason. Well, that's fine. However, there's a newsstand. That's a newsstand. He's doing okay as well. Yes, yeah, and the other one's down here. Yeah, they're doing very well. So, the COA's in his office, good. Let's have a look at the numbers. So we can now... Oh, see, now I've done the wrong thing there. I've hired a COA and I needed a CFO. I'm going to have them both though. That was really silly of me. That's another 12.5 grand. So this is going to take us negative for a bit, but this is the guy we do need a COO. We need him for the stuff to do with C unlock. Not that. Yeah, all of the things to do with land expansion, getting the railway sorted. Standby gates, all that kind of stuff, bus upgrades, so controlling traffic and all that kind of stuff, basically controlling volume of people. We need him for, and yes, the commercial pricing. Right. Okay, so we can do now, we can up our prices slightly. Given the airplanes quite like us at the moment, we're going to do that just by a little bit, because that'll probably be the difference between being profitable and not being profitable. And then we need to have a look at our finances now that I see it closing. So here we go, here now. So for today, Staff 43,000, construction's 12,000. So our expenses would have been 12 grand less without the construction. Still would have been 48,000 versus 41,000 income. So we'd still be at a bit of a loss. Staff are a bit of a problem, but we can sort that. We will create basically we'll create some staff scheduling that will turn staff off at certain times of day or overnight really. So we need to have a look at flight management. So people for these 6 AM flights are going to start coming in from sort of 4 o'clock in the morning at least, if not earlier. So we do need to have our main staff, our check-in staff, etc., and gate staff in from 4 AM and our security staff. And probably our return as well. In fact, 4 o'clock is probably the point at which we want people to come in the morning. However, we can let the gate staff go, and let everyone go at 1:30 in the morning. So that's kind of going to be our target, is sort of have a down period for no one being in between 1:30 and 4 AM. Doesn't sound like much, but it will save us some money. So we'll go ahead and set that up now. So I think it's staff and staff schedules. And we're going to create a nighttime slot, which is going to run from 1:30 till 4 AM. And in that period, we want to make sure we've got nighttime selected, and take all of these staff off of their gates. And then security, we're going to take off. Oh, hang on, we're on daytime here, so we need to do the same with these guys. We need to set the 1:30 to 4 AM. In fact, security, probably don't, yeah, let's say 4:30 for them to start. And they can stop as soon as check-in's finished. They can probably stop at 1. Let's have a look. Where are we? So, yeah, flight's still coming in there. If you're not through security by 1, you're going to miss that. Well, yeah, no, we better do it till 1:30. Okay. Staff scheduling, security nighttime. Yeah, let's pull you back to there. But you don't need to come until 4:30. We're not going to need to check anyone in for that. Retail workers. Oh, actually, I didn't set the security as being offline at night. Turn all of these off overnight. Later on, we'll get into a bit more detail with this and do like multiple shifts and all sorts of stuff. But for now, this will be fine. The 2 retail workers, right? They're the other side of security, so they definitely don't need to start until 5 AM. And I don't really care if you can't get a paper at 1 AM. So we'll take these guys to night time, all the way through till there, I think, and turn them off. So daytime they're on, nighttime they're off. Good. Chefs, we haven't got any. Janitors, I really want to leave them on all the time, because they have to, in the early hours of the morning, the janitors have to put all of the garbage that's in here onto garbage trucks, and as we get busier, that becomes more and more of a task. So I might just set them to be on all the time. Chefs, we haven't got any for now. So staff, we have now someone on during the daytime on everything, and then off at night. Security, same, all on in the day, off at night. Retail, same, good, that's fine. Happy days. That'll work out nicely. Right, let's keep going. Let's get back onto playing through the day and see where we end up from a money point of view. So for today, our staff expenses are, that does include, to be fair, 24,000, 25,000 hiring the CFO and the COO. and also the hiring of extra security, which won't be in the standard daily stuff, so obviously their wages will still be relevant, but the hiring costs will have gone. So that should put us in a better place tomorrow. Today, day 5, we didn't make a perfect ops. We're on day 6 at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see in an hour or so whether we made perfect ops today. I think we should, because everything's green, and that's something that's just loading now. That's going to be loading very soon. And our airport rating's still 53 for Lerdyville, still 57 for Aerotom and Pacific. So despite the problems we had, and despite having upped the prices, they're still just as happy with those as they were before, which is good news. Let's have a look at this. Oh, you know what? That is not negatively affecting anything, which is good. But it's probably because there's not a lot of garbage in there. So I don't think there's a measure for dirt in the airport other than this would probably go reddish if we had a lot of dirty areas. You seem to be alright. I am tempted to put some stuff around the gate areas here. Let's have a look and see if we can put any external prettiness decor. Digital aid display, what is that? A digital ad display, idiot. No, we won't worry about that. Let's see though if we can do something that looks nice outside without looking stupid. I think there's trees really. It's kind of our only choice. We might just use these little trees. See if we can put them. No, it's not gonna. We can't put them on the gates. Never mind. It was a nice idea. I'm in bloody money anyway. Right, did we make our perfect ops bonus today? Yes, we did. 22 flights. So again, I think what's happened is it's reset. So normally the amount you get per aircraft goes up every day, but that's if it's consecutively successful. So we've reset to 200 per plane, but it's still 4,400 that we would not otherwise have had, which we should receive at about 6 AM this morning, which will help. So P&L today, we're £5,000 down just on wage costs already. Wow. And they've only been in, well, they're not even, that's for the bit just past midnight, isn't it? The CFO and the CIO, you can't have control over that. I think they're 24 hours whether you like it or not. But these guys, obviously, we put some control on, and we still spend quite a bit of money with very little income. However, that will sort itself out when the planes start rolling in, I'm sure. So, how are we going time-wise? So, yeah, we'll run through this day at fairly high speed. I want to keep this stream to about an hour, so that should take us to about an hour's worth of content. With a bit of luck. Okay, so I think we still might have a bit of a bottleneck around security. It's either that or ticketing that's caused us that one flight to be a minute late this morning. Not the end of the world, and it shouldn't stop us from hitting the perfect tops today, but we won't know until midnight, so we'll have to see how we go with that. We haven't got anyone who missed a flight though, and we haven't got any delays. Yeah, I think we're alright. It's not counted as a delay, I don't think, so I think we're okay. But we'll just have to keep an eye on that. It might be that we need to bring these guys in a bit earlier in the morning just to avoid that happening. I think what might have happened is we had passengers arriving early and these guys weren't here, and it ended up bottlenecking because that first flight of the day with 150 passengers was probably a little bit too much without having our people here. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll have a look at the government grants thing now, because on the investment screen, yeah, we've hit that now, so we've had our reward for that. The next one is we pay 50 grand, and after 3 days, as long as we don't have any loans, which we don't, we get £125,000 back. So I'm going to go, well, yeah, let's do it, 'cause we're definitely making money. If we look at the P&L for today, we're 24 grand up, and obviously wages are much lower now, 34,000 versus yesterday's 50,000. So we're in a much better place. We're doing better on all our airline stuff. Even retail, I think, is up. Yeah, we've already just about beaten the retail figure. So yeah, let's go ahead and, yeah, after midnight everything's out. We're 24 grand. P&L for the day. Oh yes, there's no yesterday. 21,000, yeah, so we're good. Perfect ops, yes, good. So that's gone up by another £100 per plane. So it's now dollars, not £100, $300 per plane, and we'll get paid that at 6 AM as well. So that's good news. We didn't get. Did we get government grants yesterday? What's that? No, I don't think we did. We must have got. Yeah, that was the government grant we got on the day before. So, yeah, there was no odd bonuses or anything. So, I think we can fairly safely go ahead and take that. We've got 48 hours before it becomes a problem. Right, here's our. See, here we go. It's 3 AM, 3:30 AM, and these guys are already here. So we need to move the ticketing forwards to 3:30. Security should still be good at 4, but let's look at these staff schedules. Staff. Yeah, they need to come in at 3:30, I'm afraid. There we go. Security. Security, right. We need to keep them security at 4 as well. Retail's still fine. They were using the vending machines. The only retails we've got are the 2 new stands anyway, and they can live without that. So that should help. It's not going to help right now because they're not here yet, but from tomorrow there will be people here to deal with these passengers arriving. I think everything else yesterday, no, not tomorrow, yesterday, everything else was fine. It was just that one plane. And today, typically, it's only got 87 passengers, so that's fine. But at least we're set up for it now. So today's probably not going to be quite such a big day. It looks like most of the numbers are down slightly, but we'll let it run through, see how we do, and then call it a day in terms of the stream. And why did security go funny colour then for a minute? That's weird. Probably because there weren't enough staff, but they've all arrived now. satisfaction is very good. What was our next passenger experience requirement? Build a functional cafe and kitchen for 12 grand up front and then another 18 grand after that. That's probably worth having. Airline services, we don't want to get into that yet. Airport efficiency. Resources, okay, so that's for the speaker system. Maxed in profit, I suppose we probably have a CFO, see the profit screen. We have a CFO. Have a profit net profit at the end of a full day. We need to take that because that's easy money. We've got that straight away. Next one, right, we're not going to be able to hire a VP, so we can't do that yet. Investments we're underway with. Just got to wait for 3 days, so that'll be the next stream. Airline services we're not doing. Passenger experience. We'll come on to that next time. I think we're going to try and get a cafe and kitchen in next time. And we've fulfilled all of those. So we're okay. We're doing alright money wise. I'm surprised. It's 10 AM and we're already in a decent position. We're already right today. But it's showing us oh, that's because the 45 grand I paid out. Oh well. Yeah, it was 45, wasn't it? Yeah, 45 on accepting contracts. I think actually, yeah, it's about 50 grand we paid out and 5 grand we paid in or something like that, I'm not quite sure. But if it weren't for that, we'd be alright. We've recouped our losses pretty much. We have a good afternoon, then we'll yeah, there we go, back in credit. Good stuff. Let's just keep an eye on the flight schedule then. Flight status, sorry. Make sure everything goes to plan for the rest of the day, and then that'll be us. So, for those of you watching, I hope you've enjoyed this evening's stream. Again, I know it was a bit short notice, but I think I'm back on Friday evening, and again at the weekend as well. It's the plan at the moment. The details are on the Twitch page. Obviously this will be on the Twitch archive for a while, but on the Twitch, sorry, held on Twitch for a while and then archived to YouTube. I'll try and get that uploaded tonight. So if you haven't been able to watch all of it, you'll be able to catch it either on Twitch or on the YouTube page at your leisure. And I believe, in fact, I will make sure there's a link to my YouTube page if there isn't already on the Twitch page. So yeah, I think our objective of becoming profitable has been achieved today. We are operating planes that are nowhere near full. Most of them are barely half full against their actual capacity, and we're doing all right. Putting those prices up definitely helped a bit, and we'll see how we go. We might bump them up a bit more because our airline stats are still pretty good. Pacific in airtime. Yeah, 59, 57. Yeah, that's dropping slightly. Yeah, they're getting to the stage where they want communication. But our weakest is Lernyville at 55, and that's actually gone up because that was 53. So, yeah, we're in a good place. We're in an okay place. So we'll let our last 2 flights a day, God bless them, 9 passengers, almost worth it. And 77 on the last one, which looks like they're all here. Oh, a few last minute arrivals, but they've gone straight through, no problem. Baggage is out. Everyone seems to be getting on. Yeah, we're good, I think. Yeah, excellent. So, now we've just passed midnight, so we'll have a look and see how we did, and then we'll stop the stream, I think. So, P&L for yesterday, day 8, £15,000 loss. However, that includes the outlay of the 50 grand for our government objective, which will pay us back 125,000. So in a couple of days' time, so it's definitely worth it. Perfect ops bonus, hit it again, and now as you can see, we're up to 400 dollars per plane, which is 8,800. So as long as that keeps going at that rate, I think it increases by $100 a plane every day for up to 20 days, if I'm not mistaken. So you get to a sort of stage where you're earning about $2,000 per successful flight, which will be mega money as long as we can keep everything running stably. So the next stream will be really focused on developing the airport a bit more. We'll get the kitchen in and the cafe so we can make some money from retail. We'll sort out ticketing, security, maybe expand this area a bit more. Perhaps move drop-ups up a little bit as well, because I've noticed that drop-offs and pickups seem to be happening simultaneously here and people are running through that way, so we'll try and separate that a little bit better. But all in all, I think that's a good day. We are in profit. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had fun if you've been watching. And I will see you on Friday. Thanks very much.